Good evening, fellow citizens. This evening, I thought that I could give you an update as to what is happening around Honorable Brian Mundubile. As you are aware, I was appointed by the Tonse Alliance as the chairperson in charge of presidential affairs, meaning that I interface, work hand in hand with President Mundubile. President Brian Mundubile this afternoon was scheduled to fly out of the country for a series of engagement with our colleagues outside. He's been doing that for a couple of times. As you know, you cannot, govern without having to interact with others that may be seemingly doing better, in their own respective countries. Interestingly, we got a report that President Mundubile was pulled out of a plane, was intercepted, interrogated by law enforcement agencies, asked a number of questions. That interrogation took quite a reasonable time. Let me say unreasonable time. Unfortunately, they decided in their own wisdom that they should bring him to the police station for further interrogations. Here we are. We are now at Ibex Police. We've been here since 20 hours. And the sad part, colleagues, I know that a lot of you have been making speculations as to Honorable Brian Mundubile having committed crimes for which, the UPND must arrest him for. We are aware of a particular statement that was made by one of our senior politicians, on which basis many of you have been making these speculations that, Honorable Brian Mundubile must be arrested. Further to that, I am aware of a statement that was made by, Cornelius Muita, who is a chief government spokesperson, asking why the law enforcement agencies have not arrested Honorable Brian Mundubile for seemingly crimes that he could have committed in the past. And so, you and me could have been making this speculation based on these statements that have been made by these individuals. The sad part is that the interrogations that Honorable Brian Mundubile has been subjected to has nothing to do with any of those speculations that have been made in the past. The questions by the law enforcement agencies or officers that were interrogating, Honorable Brian Mundubile have had to do with who he has been talking to. Okay, there are a number of individuals he was being questioned as to why he was talking to. Interestingly, what the UPND have not done, what I think they should do, is to perhaps give Honorable Mundubile a list of people both inside and outside the country that he can talk to and those he cannot talk to. Because you cannot begin to insinuate that these people Honorable Brian Mundubile is talking to, they are planning evil on the country. Because this is not the first time Honorable Brian Mundubile has had to interact with people both inside and outside. Interestingly, some of the people being mentioned or forming the basis for the interrogation is our chief, the Mwata. Honorable Mundubile is being asked why he has been communicating with the Mwata. And the sad part is that there is a suggestion that because of these interactions, Honorable Mundubile is planning to cause, a chaos on the country or unrest, okay? Or is planning to cause, confusion on the country based on these, interactions that they are assuming he has been making. Because some of the people they are mentioning that they think he has been communicating with, he has not even communicated with them. Okay? So, contrary to those who are thinking President Mundubile is here on crimes that he could have committed, unfortunately, our friends are trying to cook up cases. Okay, we are speculating they may charge him with seditious practices. We are speculating they may charge him with unbearable offenses, because when people go as far as suggesting that Honorable Brian Mundubile working with these people they are suggesting he has been communicating with, planning to cause mayhem or chaos in the country or putting the country on fire, it means that they would like to slap him with unbearable offenses. Now, I've always said this. It is not a competition if you want to participate alone. It's not an election if the UPND wants to be the only ones on the ballot. I think that our friends, the UPND, have got an opportunity because they are in charge of the state machinery to even manipulate the election, okay, as opposed to wanting to be the only ones on the ballot paper. I think that that is not democratic. It will not be acceptable any day, anywhere, that you go into an election as the only contender, because clearly we can see that anyone who stands up to challenge President Hakainde Hichilema, they've got to slap them with charges. This attempt to stop Honorable Brian Mundubile will not work. And my simple advice to President HH is that, sir, this is a wrong button that you are trying to press, because as we speak now, Brian Mundubile is not an ordinary MP or an ordinary participant in the next election. Honorable Brian Mundubile is now an institution. Those of you who pass through IBEX, you will see the kind of people that are here that already, that is testament that Honorable Brian Mundubile is now an institution and must be treated, with caution. So I thought I could give you this timely update of what is happening. We are still here at the police. They've not yet, charged him. He's still in the in the CID office, waiting for officers, we are told, from headquarters, who should come and, make a decision as to whether he's going to sleep in the cells or he's going to be let to go home. We hope that they will use their brains to let Honorable Brian Mundubile to go home, and as opposed to all these machinations they are trying to cook up on him. So, fellow citizens, it is time for us to commit this country to prayers, because these attempts, these machinations must not be allowed, because this is a recipe for anarchy, and we cannot allow one person to jeopardize the peace of this country. I thought I could give you this update. I'll continue to give you more updates so that you are well informed. Have a lovely night. Thank you very much.